Okay, so we had it kept running out of time. I wish it would give me a little tone when it runs out of time, but I can't seem to get that on the software. I could do something with my phone and just set a little timer, right? I should do that, but I'm not one of those people that has to solve every problem that I have with my iPhone or my, whatever phone you have. Because my eyes aren't that good. I'm a big screen kind of guy here. So, modally, in the C box, you have the familiar chords, including the B half diminished, which it can be looked at as a C minor shaped B minor with a diminished fifth. So we see the little buddies over here: E minor shaped E minor, E major shaped F, C major shaped C major, C minor shaped B minor, diminish the fifth. Look at that. Diminish that fifth. Look at that -5 right there. But it can be played just as easily by doing a D minor, and instead of playing the 6th, you play the 7th. So in the key of A, let's say, the second minor would be B minor in that case. I don't mean to confuse you. Okay, so with that B minor, instead of the 6th, you're going to play the 7th. So that's it, right there, right? Sometimes these chords are a little hard to find. I know how to do those inversions. I just know how to do them just from playing them so many times. If you told me play an F half diminished or an F diminished, it would be like, so obviously half diminished is going to raise that top note. But I also know how to do them in inversions. I recognize them in inversions too. In any case, where they are on the fretboard might be a little easier to understand. Okay, the D minor is 6 to 4, whereas if we replace that 6 with the 7th, so it would really be going into the other cage. But hey, we're doing a long pattern anyway. we're doing a long pattern anyway. We're welcome in the A cage now. So pretty much we've got 4, 7. Okay, so instead of 6 to 4, we're going to have 7 to 4 right there. So that would be a familiar shape, and I might do these. I might do the modals for the two patterns. That would be the double pattern modals. But I can tell you right now what it's going to be is, and it works out very nicely. If you look at this D minor here, 6 to 4. Okay, if we're gonna exploit this A cage here, so we've got the C cage short and we've got the A cage short. They're sharing notes. Okay, we can start that 6 from here, from the bottom there. It'd be 6 to 4, 6 to 4. So we've got a complete arpeggio there. 6 to 4, 6 to 4. Plays itself all the way up the fretboard right there. So in the key of C, starting from the 6, it'd be 6 to 4 beat. So remember, 6 to 4 is like second inversion. And then now we're going from an A-shaped, but actually that D minor is going to be C minor shaped, because see, here's the modal circle for the A box. You just start at the A shape. Where am I? I'm at the A shape C. The D minor is going to be the next pentatonic shape up, minor or major. In this case, it's minor. So it's going to be 6 to 4, 6. Okay, so it's, and that puts us right into the cage below it. Now we're going, opposite of the word caged. Instead of CA as in caged, we're going AC. So we have 624, 624 D shaped right there. Okay, so C shaped goes to D shaped. This C goes to D, and that's a pentatonic scale. That's caged backwards. I know it sounds crazy. So for the long pattern, will give us this arpeggio 624, 624, one note per string, gives us the exact same inversion on top. As long as we don't have an on string, you see this 6 to 2, as long as you wouldn't have like an on string interval there, that's not a good example, because nobody would play that long unless your fingers were really long, like a basketball player's. You know, then you'd be comfortable doing that kind of an interval. So, or a bass player, somebody who likes to, you know, really boom, 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 hop around a little bit. So, that's a benefit of looking at these long patterns. It opens up more fretboard for us, and we can play a double tritone arpeggio, perfectly perfect inversion coming up here, second inversion up here, first inversion down here, C to A, C to D there. Or what else? What else did it give us? Modally, it gives us okay. The other thing was it gave us the half diminished. Alright, so notice an A shape, if you have an A shape 5 root 3 here, there's your A shape C, because we're looking at a C fretboard, right? Your root here is C, but I'm not going to put a C there because it's too valuable to leave it as root. Because you know you can just shift this pattern up and down and root becomes whatever. Like the fretboard conveyor belt, you know? Figured it out. Pat yourself on the back. You know how to do it. Additionally, the long pattern has opened up an easy half diminished arpeggio here. So we've got 4, 7, 4, 7, 2, 4, that kind of thing. You know, we could start. Now we're not going to go over here because that's out of both long and short. Okay, although it's accessible, but we don't want to do that. We want to kind of stay in one region here. So we're in the A cage and we're in the C cage and the A cage here. It goes, you know, the furthest it's going to go pretty much is the A pentatonic up to this F here. So we're going to start a little, you know, a little arpeggio here. It'd be starting from the fourth. It'd be 4, 7, 2, 4, 7, 2. Now we should have perfect arpeggio 4, 7, 2, but no, there's an on string 4, 7. But here now we're out of the C cage, but that's what it gave us. It gave us this 7, 2 right there. Okay, we can't start in this. This is too far. It'll go 7, 2, 4, 7, 2, 4. That's nice. I mean, if you want to look at it, but our pattern didn't open up that much fretboard for us. Okay, so that's going out. That's into the E box there. So half diminished is a problem like that. Starting 7, 2, 4, 7, 2, 4. Okay, it's covering like almost. It's getting into 3 cage shapes. So let's move along. What were we doing? We can either go in fourths to the E shape, and we can discuss how to play the C shape. We did this yesterday, though. We did each of these long patterns. Okay, and of course we could do the short pattern for the E, and then the short pattern for the D shape. Their cage link, C-A-G-E-D. So our pattern is going to involve 2 short patterns, E or D, or notice it's the exact same length as the 2 short patterns. Here's our long pattern. The only thing we're missing is the no plays right there, but that's still considered all part of this E box, and I'm going to show you what I've done with the next chart. how we're going to arrange